Okay. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. If you're just now coming in, we are just now getting started. So thank you, RT, as well. This is the Community Fitness Program brought to you by our sponsor, UChicago Medicine Urban Health Initiative. I'm Dr. C with Body Parts Senior Fitness Foundation and my husband, Robbie. Since 91 and 2000, we are Body Parts Senior Fitness Foundation. It is a non-for-profit and we are linked in. And when I say linked in, you can move your body parts while I'm talking. Link in with me as well as my Facebook to learn more about my background, professional experience. But I was going to say we are with like partners with like mission. Of course, University of Chicago Urban Health Initiative is our partner, and we're so glad to have them as our sponsor to bring you this wonderful field of information. With you being here, it's definitely appreciative. So enjoy the program. We're moving side to side, and I want to make sure you understand why I have this chair in the back. Okay? So I want to prepare you, if you can, get a chair and have it towards a wall, if you will. Okay? So make sure you have it towards a wall. This is my certification as I hope it comes out, group instructor. But today I'm going to mix it up with personal training. And when we say personal training, it's going to have you, and I'm going to focus a little bit better. I think it's going to come in when it's ready. I hope it does. Oh, I think there it is. Okay. I'm going to combine our exercise with one of our first time doing this, a sit and stand, okay, assessment, right? You know, we have been talking about balance, yes? So the CDC, Center for Disease Control Prevention, they have what's called a 30-second sit and stand. It's gonna go by pretty quick. Now, if you're between the age of 60 and 89, keep that number in mind. You are going to do, with me, a 30-second exercise sit and stand. So make sure you have a chair. Once again, put it by the wall. And if you don't have a chair, it is a squat, right? So we have demonstrated squats before. And keep in mind, if you're younger, remember this program is for all capabilities and different age groups. So you might be above 60 and maybe 40, 30 or something of the sort. Well, keep in mind, neighbor, I do have a modification to verbally say, when we do the sit and stand for 30 seconds, you can do it on your own for a full minute, okay? That's the difference. You would do your sit and stand instead of 30 seconds, which is what we're gonna do this morning. It's gonna go by quick. You would do your sit and stand for for a minute. So that's pretty much the only difference, and your arms would be sitting right out in front, right? So I just want to prepare you for a quick assessment. I know when you hear that, you go, oh my gosh, no. But yeah, it's a way to test your lower body functional balance, okay? So I'm just going to continue to move around just a little bit. We will go into our cardio. Actually, our cardio this morning is going to be interval because it is aerobics interval. So we'll go through all that good stuff, but I just want to get you ready to set up for our sit and stand, right? So the chair is against the wall. Please get your chair. For those that don't want to do this, please continue doing your movements because it's going to go by quick, right? And we do our reaching, as you know, both arms, just to move a little bit. Remember, you can just move your feet if you don't want to move up the body. If you don't want to move the lower body, you should just move what? Your arms. Okay? All right? And then, of course, I am going to show you this information here. I hope this is clear. This will be an assessment review. I should have probably showed you at the end because you might like say, oh, I didn't get that number. Remember, our theme for February is progress over perfection. Right? Progress over perfection. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and go in the back. As you can see, my music is real subtle, so it doesn't distract us in any kind of way. Just so you know, welcome to the Community Fitness Program. Right? Don't worry, it's going to be quick. And just so we do monitor, because we're talking about progress, neighbor, you can get a sheet of paper, right? And you can write down, don't put it in the chat, what your number is when we say stop, right? And then just to be fair, you might say, I didn't do good today. I could have done better. We're going to do this reassessment again at the end of February. We would have exercised 8 sessions, right? And that is going to be on the 28th of February. And then we'll do it a third final time. I know it sounds far away, but it'll be March the 29th, right? So when we do it on the 28th, it'll be a Wednesday. And then in March, we do it on the 29th, it'll be on a Friday. That way we try to cover both groups. Some people didn't make it here this morning, so you're here. Thank you. Welcome. And let's get started with our functional lower body sit and stand assessment. Some people say test. I don't like to use that word. We'll say assessment. Okay, it's gonna go by quick. I already got water. I have my timer. You don't have to have a timer. I'm gonna tell you when to start and when to stop. But just so you know, it's only 30 seconds. If you are younger than 60, on your own, you would go for a minute, okay? So, I have my chair against the wall, yes? And I'm going to sit down, neighbor, but my feet are gonna be slightly, if you can see, they suggest, CDC, that your foot is slightly in front. That's important. I never knew that, right? As I get older, when I get ready to sit and stand, instead of having my feet shoulder distance apart, if you're younger than 60, feet shoulder distance apart. That's the modification. If you're over, if you're 60 and up to 89, then you're gonna do this test for 30 seconds, and your feet, instead of shoulder distance apart, is gonna be slightly in front. That's the first thing. All right, so, just as a demonstration before I say start, as you can see, my feet are adjusted a little bit, right? So what we're doing is a quick assessment for lower body strength / balance. 30 seconds. So I have my chair against the wall. Remember I said I had to change my office space? We will be using the wall, okay? So I'm starting to transition to that, and we'll do the floor and the wall. So when I stand, neighbor, this is the next thing. Remember when we did our squats? What do I usually say? Cross your arms across your chest. It's not laying down, it's up. And if you can use your legs without holding on to the chair, then you will be doing the test properly when we can compare with norm. So I do this, and neighbor, I'm sitting to the edge of the chair. I'm not all the way back. I'm not slouched down. I'm sitting to the edge of the chair. My feet are slightly adjusted. Arm across the chest, and neighbor, I'm gonna use my legs only to get up. Here I go. I lean forward, and I get up, and that's considered 1. If I say stop and you're in the middle like this, guess what? It counts, okay? But now neighbor, if you can't hold your hands here, you can do the test, but I can't compare the norms yet because the test is with your arms here. But remember, progress over what? Progress over perfection. You can go ahead if you need to use the handles on the chair and stand up, okay? And when we retest again, eventually maybe you will be able to put your hands here. Remember, if you're younger, your feet are shoulder distance apart, and your hands start on your legs. And when you stand, neighbor, it's like Frankenstein. You got to keep your arms up. And when you sit down, they have to stay up. So that's the only difference with the arms, the legs, and the time. Okay, so here I go. I demonstrated. 30 seconds is going to go quick. And let's face it, go as fast as you can go. And after this, we'll go into a quick warm-up. We'll have our cardio. And when I say cardio, it'll be interval, and we won't need to do a heart rate. And so I think you're gonna like this. Okay, after all that talk, I need some water. Thank you for your patience. Let me look at my time. Oh, great, that wasn't that long. Okay, so hope you have your chair against the wall. Your feet are in position. You're sitting on the edge of the chair. When I say stop, even if you still hear the beeper going off, when I say stop, please stop, because I'll have to reach and take this off. It'll keep beeping. So when I say stop, that's it. And if you do have a pad and a pencil, put today's date and say I did lower body what? Strength, balance. And just write the number you got, 10, 5, 4, and today's date. And when we do it again, maybe that number will go up. Okay, in position, take a deep breath, inhale, exhale. And get ready to start. To count down. not going to count because I don't want to mess you up. I'm counting silently. I'm going to go a little faster because I feel okay. Full stand. If you're not doing this, you should still be moving around. Stop. That's it. I'm gonna write my number down. I'm not gonna say what my number is because my number is my number, your number is your number. You don't have to worry about that. I am gonna show you the norms. Hopefully you can see it, and it gives you, quickly if I can do this, Center for Disease Control. And again, it's chair stand. If you are a female, then you are in this zone here, right? Depending on your age, 60 to 89, those would be your numbers. I hope I can hold my hand steady. So look at your age and just write the norm down, and then that should be next to what you got. It's just a way to set goals, right? We talked about the new year and setting goals. That was it. And guess what? It's only 8:28. I love those tests. As a personal trainer as well, we need to try to assess ourselves. So that's it. If you have questions, obviously I put my phone number and email in there, and you can, say, Cecilia, oh, I like that. Oh, I didn't. Your voice is important. So now, neighbor, let's go into our beginning song. Hope you enjoy. Appreciate you being here. La la la. Yeah. Come on. I know you're like, oh, I thought that was going to take a long time. No. Right? Now, neighbor, for that stand and sit lower body balance assessment. Now, the CDC says if you weren't able to do the test the way I administered, still write your number down. And perhaps as we continue to do the workout, you get stronger. You can perhaps do the test the way I demonstrated, right? So we are clapping. But just so you know, if you were feeling winded, right? That tells you something about your cardio. What if you felt wobbly, right? When you got up from that chair and your hands were like this, if you were going like this, but you still did it, which is progress over perfection. Let's wave. It just means that you have to improve your balance. One way to improve your balance is strength, right? So right now it's Friday. Ooh la la la. Let's get moving. Ooh la la la. Yes. Let's get moving. No perfection, that's our theme for February. It's about progress. Good. Ooh la la la. Today I added some of my personal training in there by doing a 30-second sit and stand assessment so you can see for yourself how strong is your lower body. And then that matches you getting stronger with your balance. Good. Move around. I know, you like move around. Okay, go in a circle. Reverse. Right? Hey baby, what's your name? What's your name? If you're joining this morning, welcome to the Community Fitness Program brought to you by our sponsor at the forefront, University of Chicago Urban Health Initiative. I'm Dr. C with Body Parts in Your Fitness. Ooh la la la. Both arms. Come on. Ooh la la la. Move it around. Ooh la la la. Let's go dancing. Change the arms, neighbor. Change the arms. Change the arms. Yeah, 8. Come on. 7, 6. I'm at full extension in the warm up. I don't know about you, but when I did that assessment, I got a little warm just that quick. Right? Both arms. When we add our mind mind to our movements, it creates more intensity, right? So if you're thinking about what you're doing, that's good because it's adding more intensity to your workout. Cross the arms, over under, cross the legs, change, yeah, woo, good, to the back, arms and legs, you ready? It's Friday, ooh la la la. I don't know what plans you have, neighbor, but here in Chicago, you could be anywhere, Canada, right? You could be anywhere, Virginia, Kansas City. Uh-oh, I'm giving a clue. Front back touching with the crossing, if you don't mind, with the arms and legs. While I'm talking, yeah, we can talk and exercise. I'm going with Kansas City now. I'm not doing any bets. My son, Robert Jr. and Elijah, Taylor Brantley, we're all betting just verbally. I'll probably cook them something that they like special or something like that. But they're not going for the same football team as myself and my hubby. But, ooh la la la, it's all in good fun. Let's do the legs kick, forward and back. Ooh la la la. Can I see the bottom of your foot? La la la. How you doing out there this morning? Yes. Move around. Good. Ooh la la la. Our theme for February, progress over perfection. Want to change my lead leg, 2 front kicks, right? I'm on the other side, other right direction. If you don't mind, bend a little further. Let's get the back. Abs are in. Want to check my time? Woo. Hold it here. Front kicks. See the bottom of your shoe. However you do your kick. It's Friday. Moving your body parts. Yes? Right? Speaking of dancing, as you know, with my Zumba certification, it's new to me. So my new moves are right here are like, okay, Cecilia, I can do that. That's the idea. Woo. Let's go dancing. La la la. Woo. Yeah, yeah. Ooh la la la. However you do it, get those hands to wake up. Wake up those hands. Good morning, good morning. I see some people just coming on, so thank you for making us a part of your day. Right? Take me down. Ooh, la, la, la. Yes. Do it your way. You don't have to do the exact same thing, but you know, maybe I'm getting warmer, so I have to come out of this. Ooh, la, la, la. Hips, hips. Woo. Hips, 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 hips. Twist the waist. Notice I have my legs steady. Knees are soft. Intensity adds in. Woo. Okay. It's gonna come back on, but I'm gonna change the music because that part of our workout this morning has been completed. Again, I dress in layers because I want to make sure I'm warming up my body, limbs, legs, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and get some water. Since we're not worrying about taking our heart rate, I'm going to just make sure I have it changed and ready for next time. Please get some water. Let's go dancing. Ooh la la la. Come on. Move my chair out the way. We're done with our assessment. So make sure you have certain props, if you will, so that when we do different things, for example, I am going to use a ball in this next segment, right? You don't have to have these things. You can even have a towel, right? You have a towel, right? So when it's time and I say, okay, grab something, figure out what you're going to grab, okay? So I'm going to change the music. We're done with our chair assessment, our warm-up. And now it's time to pick up the tempo. Checking the thing, make sure everybody's okay. Okay. The question is, how many rounds can we complete in what we're getting ready to do now, which is aerobic interval? You do some movement, and then you stop, and then you do static hold. You know what static means, right? So in this case, right now, it's gonna be me. I usually am in this quadrant, but I guess I can still be in this quadrant. So you can see I'm gonna change it a little bit. So knee, 8, right here, 7. Now neighbor, you can go higher with the knee and higher with the arms, right? I just wanna keep that movement going. Hopefully perspiring a little, drinking water when you need to. And let's count this out. After this, I'm gonna go into a static hold. Now you might wanna have your chair. I have my cabinet here, so I can just hold on, right? I like this height because it keeps my posture in good posture, right? So if you got a low chair, make sure your arm is just going down and not your posture. Okay, here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Static hold. Now neighbor, I have my cabinet here. I do have my gym shoes. And I do have a little lip here. So now that I did movement, I'm doing static hold. I want to practice my balance because we are having that theme continue on from January. What's happening now is my quad is stretching. I'm doing deep breaths. And this one leg I'm standing on is a soft knee. 4, 3, 2, switch legs. Are you ready? Okay, now I don't have anything I'm holding on here, so this really is going to test my balance. And here I go. I'm breathing. Soft knee, back straight, pelvic tilt. The leg is parallel with the straight leg. 4, breathe out. 3, balance. 2, and 1. Movement, movement, come over here. Movement, movement, movement. Just so you can see, I have this color on red. From my understanding, it's the theme for women this month, wearing the color of red, which signifies a lot of things. Even Valentine's, love, right? Flowers, roses, right? Survivor of breast cancer, just having good health and paying attention, neighbor, to what we're doing right now. We're doing movement, and my counting is whatever it is. But now I need to go into interval, which means a static hold. And neighbor, in this case, it is balance again. And to be honest, I'm gonna get my chair just so I don't fall, right? Okay, so now here's the next movement. I gotta brush, get my liquid. Okay. My mouth gets dry after talking. Look before you do. So now we did movement. Now it's our static hold. It's like sitting in a chair, but your leg is crossed. Okay, here I go. I bend the knee. I bend the leg that I'm on. The question, neighbor, is, do I need to hold on? Balance, right? So I'm gonna focus and see where I can go with this. Putting pressure on my knee. This one, right? As I pull up. Well, I feel myself getting off balance. Okay, I gotta focus. Feel myself getting off balance. My chair is there! Ah. Progress over perfection. Do what you have to do. I think I'm good. I'm gonna switch the other leg. Come out slowly, right? Makes sense to put the chair over here. Are you ready? Here we go. Someone's gonna say, what did you do in class this morning? Well, I did a sit and stand, 30-second assessment of my lower body strength, which helps me to identify how my balance is. That's what you'll tell them. And then you'll say, I did aerobic interval. I did some movement, And then the next thing I did was some static movements. So you know what you're doing, right? This is actually stretching that glute, right? And that IT band. 4, 3, your chair is there if you need it. 2, and 1. Come out of that, neighbor. Put my chair back. Next, I'm gonna grab my ball. I prepared you, or a towel. I'm gonna get water while I'm at it. And I'm in this zone just to show that I'm doing something different. So neighbor, whether it's a towel or a ball, or maybe nothing at all, you can still go through the movements as such. I launch forward, yes? I bring the ball to my chest, and then I do a twist with my waist. Be careful of your balance with your feet. Balance. Come back, step back, arm up, leg back, switch the other leg. Here I go. Launch, right? As long as you do the twisting, doesn't matter what side. Come back. I'm gonna pick this up because that's all it is. Are you ready? Here I go. At your own pace. Launch. Step back. Launch. Don't hold your breath. This is 4. Launch. Twist. I felt my balance wobbling. You keep going. When you need to stop, safety first. Okay. Okay. Now, since we're still using the ball, but a different exercise, I'm going to stay in this zone. Now, this is mixing it up because we're in the middle of this part of movement, hold, movement, hold. Now we're in the middle of movement, so that when we end, we continue moving and maybe taking it up a little bit into our movement. So, what's the next one? When I go here, I want to open the chest up, take the ball. That way I know my arm is going back. And then I want to do a star. I want to reach down. Right? Arm is straight up. If you have shoulder sensitivity, you might have it here, opposed to parallel. When I come up, I close, right? And when I close, I step back. And I do a bicep curl. This is a bicep curl. Go to the other side. Right? It almost looks like the other exercise. But what happens? I have the ball in the hand that's going back. Open that chest up this morning. Pelvic tilt. Give me that star. If you can go down to your toes, that's fine, you don't have to. Arm is up in the ceiling, and if you can, look forward and step down. I come back up, bring it together, bicep curl, step back. Okay, I demonstrated, decide which one to do. I gotta pick it up, neighbor. Don't worry about messing up because our theme is just progress. Here I go. Oh, I gotta go this way. Star, bicep. This is 4. One more. Open the chest up. Give me that star. You are a star because you came here this morning to class. You are a star. Open it up. Wedge those fingers together. Look forward. Be careful. You go at your own tempo. I think I got 4. I got a couple more. I gotta think. I gotta think. Step back. Other side. Open it up. Give me that star. 2 more. Bring it in. Bicep curl. Step back. Ready? Forward. Open the star. 7. Last one. Ready? Woo! Make it count. Open it up. Enjoy pelvic tilt. Go down. Hold it here static. Yeah. Coming back up. Bring it in. Bicep curl. Step back. Yay! I'm sweating. I need water. Woo! Great job. Eventually I will be introducing kettlebell, not something you need, but you can use a free weight and still do some of the kettlebell movements. So I just want you to be in tune with what I'm doing. But neighbor, body weight is always number one. Okay. Dry off, please get water. Now, decide if you want to use your chair. Hope you're enjoying that music. Do your thing, neighbor. As long as you're moving for the segment, that's what counts. Now, I can have my chair. I can hold on to the wall. I can hold on to my cabinet. But my cabinet is over here, and I want to be in the center so you can see me. So those are your options as far as holding up. Want to do the hip rotation? We've done this before. Knee is soft. And neighbor, back is straight. Don't touch the floor. Right? You can touch if you need to go like that, and you can touch. Ideally, try not to. Let's do 10. 10. 9. Ball and socket joint. 8. Soft knee. 7. The leg you're standing on soft. 6. 5. 4. Good strength in the torso. 3. Wow. 2. And 1. Now, I'm supposed to do the same side in reverse, but you can be kind to yourself. I'm gonna switch to the leg. You might think you're resting, but this leg here, I know I gotta go. Think about it, I went inwards. When I come back, okay, I'm gonna go outward. I just want to switch sides right now. This leg is soft, right? Balance is off the floor, but it's working, remember that word? Isometrically. The muscles are tight, they're not moving, but they're holding you up. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, ball and socket joint. 7, are you counting with me? 6, come on. 5, at your own pace. 4, at your own height. 3, you can touch down if you need to. 2, and 1. Now, back to the side. Sometimes I do the same side. I do inward circle and I do out. This time I did both at the same position. So now I went out, so I'm gonna bring it in. I think that's what I did. See, I have to keep thinking. Gotta use your mind. 7, 6, 5. I'll probably review this and say, Cecilia, you did the same way twice. But I'm still moving. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1. Forgive me if my mind was not as sharp as it needed to be to remember which way. All I know is I'm doing circles. I believe I did circles going in this way, so I'm gonna take it out. Whichever one you did, do reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, come on. 6, 5, 4, come on. 3, come on. 2, and 1. All right, cool. Get some water. I was checking my timeout as well. Neighbor, please make sure you're drinking your water. Movement. Upper body. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You ready to reverse? 3, 2, and 1. Straighten up. 8 or 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, alternate. Use that back and that torso. Come on. Get those arms going. Forward. Straighten up, take it back. Change. Change. My arms are going to the back. Really. That's more than the average hug. Over under. Add the legs. Add the legs. And take it to the back. got time. Okay. Alternate. Ready? Here we go. Intentional. Intentional. It's a big step up. Intentional. And straighten up, come back. Intentional. Intentional. Come on. Hold that march. I want to change my lead leg, which is going to be my left, and repeat that movement. You're always going to balance it out. That's my sign lever. Remember red, it's red this month, right? Here we go. I got to think. Come on. Get into that rhythm. Boom. Up. You can do a hop. Up to you. Cross. Come up. Come on. You got it. Breathe. Breathe. Couple more. Last one. Neighbor, you can do knee or heel tush. That's the last thing. And I hope you're ready. Move around. Today was really aerobic interval at its best. We're gonna change. Heel touch. Move around. Just the arms. You decide. You decide. You decide. You decide. You decide. Knees, you decide. You decide. Breathe. Come on. Change legs. Heel tush. Here we go. Move around. Happy Friday. Have a good weekend. Coming to you from Chicago. Just there. You do the tempo. Here we go. Come on. Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up. And up. All right. Please get water. We got to do our cool down. And I hope you enjoyed that. All right. Please get some water. Woo! That was fun. Please hydrate. You might feel you don't need any water, but usually you do. Go ahead and get the water. Remember, the next time for the assessment, if you missed it, will be the end of this month on the 28th, and then that'll be 8 sessions, and then, I can't believe it's saying, but March, that'll be on the 29th, which is a Friday. So the 28th in February is a Wednesday, 28th in March is a Friday. And remember, you don't have to do it, but I always want to give you information because it's important that you pick and choose as we learn together and test your body out to see how it responds so that we are informed, right? And if we need to get more help, we get more help. We're just trying to have progress. Exercise American Council. Here we go. Breathe in through the nose. Now I'm going to do my squat. Breathe out. I'm going to do a static. Proper squat. Knees are not past the toes. Hamstrings parallel to the floor. Usually your torso can be here or here, which is more gravity. And you have to decide what's best for you. Come up, breathe in, right? Take it over, open, close, right? American Council on Exercise, they like for you to have a stretch in your routine. So, come back around here. Notice I changed my foot, change my feet lined up, and back straight. Calf is stretching. Whew, I don't know about you, but that really, when you do all these different segments and you mix things up, your heart is like, ah! So make sure you do your own pace. Hip flexors, 4, 3, 2. I usually try to include this to remind you, don't sit a lot. If you do this movement here, right? Get that area to stretch. We did balance this morning, but let's go back into it, decide where that leg goes. Mine is gonna go into a knee. You can stay here or lift your leg, you decide, but balance, think balance. Take it down when you're ready. Toe, heel, shift weight, hamstring. We're enjoying our stretches. American Council on Exercise says, and I do really believe it, when you don't stretch, you could tear something, right? So come up to the side, and you always want to do it after your body is warmed up. Ready? Working the waist, contract your abs. That was the last one. I point to the back foot because I'm going to turn it. This one is going to turn to give me good alignment. Bend the knee, right? Calf stretch. I didn't do the Achilles stretch, which is bending here. I didn't do that this morning. Woo, balance. Right? You can never not check your balance. Okay, hip flexors, ready? 4, 3, right here, 2, hold it up, 1. When you do that pointy toe and tuck your pelvis in, you're stretching that area that's always squished when you're sitting in the chair. Remember that. Sometimes I'll be in the store and I'll go like this, and they're like looking, or I'll go in the store, depends, especially Sam's, not trying to do any marketing, but it's a big store and I'm walking around, I'll stretch my back. Have you seen those lines? Think about it. Hip flexors, we did that. I think I did reach up. Now I gotta take my foot off. Concentrate. Breathe. Take it down when you're ready. Shift your weight, heel up. Hamstring, here we go. And then you can go right here. You know, but the thing is, for progress, always push yourself just a little bit. You know, not to the point where you're in pain, but you know what they say, when you add a little bit more effort every time, your body gets used to it. So you got to push it a little bit more so it can what? Not get used to it. So it's that up and down movement of getting used to something. Come up, please. Come around to the center. And let's go into that posterior delt. Drop the shoulder. Right? That's how you progress. You do it in stages. You challenge yourself within reason. And if you're really into looking at your improvement on paper, you can write it down. Let's do our head circles, careful. Open, close. Other way, in terms of the arm. Now neighbors, sometimes when I do this, I don't realize when my shoulder is up, I have to tell myself, drop the shoulder down. Straight arm. Head circle. Thank you for joining us this morning. Remember, you and I have a responsibility as patrons of health. We want to tell our neighbors, yes, about the program. And you're doing that. Thank you. I just want to encourage you to continue, because think about it. If we had better health, other things would be better. And I'm not going to go into what other things, but better equates better. Open, close fingers. Yes. Circle. Forward. And now let's do this hand stretch. Right here. Almost done. Check my timeout. Okay. Right? Now watch this switch in the hand. Down. Yes? Subtle but effective. Get that wrist. Good. Check it out. Toe heel raises. Notice how you should do it shoulders apart. Now it's wide. Breathing. Exhale out. Coming up to heart center with your legs as well. And thank you. Coming back up. You're strong in your mountain. Have a great weekend. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Great class. Thank you.